So today I'll be speaking on vaginoscopy. So vaginoscopy means use of an instrument other than a speculum to visualize the vaginal canal. So this is Stefano Bertucci, who is a father of the histoscopy, who has taught us to do the office histoscopy. And from that, we have started this doing the vaginoscopy and then along with the office histoscopy. Vaginoscopy should be the standard technique for outpatient histoscopy, especially where the successful insertion of a vaginal speculum is anticipated to be difficult and where the blind endometrial biopsy is not required. Now, what are the indications for the vaginoscopy? Recurrent vulvovaginitis, which are not responding to the treatment, associated vaginal bleeding, any foreign body is suspected vaginal polyp or the masses, in laceration of the vaginal wall in girls due to the traumatic injuries or the sexual abuse. Also in the diagnostic histolaparoscopy, we start with a vaginoscopy. In the operative histolaparoscopy also, we start initially with the office histoscopy and vaginoscopy. This preoperative evaluation is done as usual in the normal cases, detailed history, physical examination. Then the investigations like routine investigations for the fitness point of view, if it is for the operative histolaparoscopy. Anesthesia, as far as office histoscopy is concerned, we do without anesthesia in the office vaginoscopy and the histoscopy. General anesthesia is preferred when we are operating any operative histolaparoscopy, any submucous multiple fibroids or the laparoscopic procedure. That time we do general or the spinal anesthesia. Instruments we use histoscope, telescope, eyepiece that contains that different this angulation like 0 degree, 12 degree. Commonly used 30 degree. When 0 degree provides with this panoramic view. Then rigid histoscope, that is inpatient and the complex operating room procedures, 3 to 5 millimeter in diameter, more durable and provides superior image. Then we can use flexible histoscope for vaginoscopy also, most commonly used for the office histoscopy. This flexibility, tip flexion of 120 to 160 degree, irregularly shaped uterus and the navigation around the intrauterine regions. This is very useful in such cases. Also we use other instruments, 5 French grasper in the Caesar for the vaginoscopy. These are the different histoscopes we can use. These are the instrument that is 2 millimeter mini operating histoscope or 2.9 millimeter mini operating histoscope. This is a trolley, you should prepare trolley. This is on the left side. This is office histoscopy. This is standard histoscopy and this is a basic for the diagnostic histolaparoscopy. This is a trolley preparation of camera. Now, what about the distension media we use? Either you can use a gravity pressure or we can use a normal size distension media, and you can use a MEDES bag that is also quite safe. And in case if you're going for the operative histolaparoscopy or the prolonged procedure, you can use endomet where it's a controlled intrauterine pressure and there is a fluid deficit will be monitored properly. This is the position of the patient while doing vaginoscopy. Once everything is assembled, all the camera, everything is assembled, then we just introduce in the vagina and do the vaginoscopy. This is a normal diagnostic vaginoscopy. We can see normal vaginal epithelium, how is the epithelium, it is normal, any abnormal cyst, anything is there, we can see all the walls. Normally when we used to, up till now, we used to do the histolaparoscopy, directly used to put a speculum and hold the cervix with a valcellum. So maximum times pathology on the posterior wall and all used to be missed. Like, so we are doing this vaginoscopy, we usually don't miss that. So this is a really great advantage of the vaginoscopy before doing the histolaparoscopy. So this is a vaginoscopy showing this cyst is there on the anterior vaginal wall. We can see the cyst. This usually most of the times when routine procedures we might miss also this. So vaginoscopy we can make out proper epithelium. Any abnormality seeing this here, you can see the cyst. And this can be diagnosed as well as we can do the same setting also. We can finish up, we can do the excision also. This is again vaginoscopy. This is a cervix is seen. And there is a polyp arising from the posterior lateral side on the left side. This is a polyp is seen. So whenever such polyp is there, we can just excise with a simple scissor. And there is a epithelium also. We can see the lot of endometrium, this vaginal epithelium is there, proliferation is there more. So what type of epithelium, what type of lesion we can see is very well seen with the vaginoscopy, which was not possible with a simple examination of the eye. This can be cut with a simple scissor. If you go on the anterior again, we can see this is a cyst. There is a cyst from the anterior wall. Now such cysts also there, it can be cut with a scissor. So these simple cysts which are there, vaginal cyst or polyp or in a abnormality also we can see very well. So what are the advantages of this vaginoscopy? Pain-free approach. This basically significantly reduces the pain as compared to the traditional vaginal speculum insertion. There is no need of any IV fluids. We are doing the office vaginoscopy along with histoscopy. There is no need of IV fluids. Ambience, we can talk with the patient, we can start a music, etc. Avoid touching the patient, and no significant complications with vaginoscopy. An easy way to assess to the cervical canal, and this is an important tool to diagnose and treat the vaginal lesions. So thank you very much for the patient's hearing.